Hold on, everyone. What if I told you the next explosive move in crypto? It isn't coming soon. It could be starting right now. People are obsessed with waiting for the perfect date, the perfect timestamp. But these price surges hit without warning, catching everyone off guard. Look at the facts: bullish chart setups, big money circling, and game changing ETFs about to launch. If you've been looking for your signal, this is it. These rare windows only come around every few years. And when they close, it's the fast movers who win. So in this video, I'm revealing exactly why XRP's breakout is right at the doorstep, what the charts are really telling us, and how you can get ahead of the crowd before they decide that they're going to roll out of bed and wake up. And hey, if you get value from this content that keeps you ahead of the game, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. It tells YouTube I'm creating content worth sharing. Let's get over 1,000 thumbs up this video, and it helps more people find these insights through the algorithm. This is the Bullwinkle Blueprint, Rip's new channel. Subscribe if you're serious about catching every move before the headlines hit. Now, if you're ready, this is where the future gets written. Let's dive in. Bitcoin looking absolutely beautiful up here, and it's looking like it's ready to explode even higher to the upside, getting above 120,000. Currently coming in at about $118,000. Ethereum coming in at 2,963, and XRP, not too shabby. $2.78. You notice everything is just like on that critical edge, the final step before explosion. Bitcoin 118, Ethereum 3K, XRP $3. They are already just a smash through, folks, and absolutely full send these things. Total cryptocurrency market cap is just chilling around $3.66 trillion. Not too bad. As the fear and greed index, boy, did that change quick. We are at a 68 grade. Check out Crypto Bubbles on the week. A cool, very visually appealing site. It shows you all the assets, how much they are up. HBAR has ripped up over 47%. I didn't even know that. I have been paying attention to HBAR. I got a fat bag of HBAR. I haven't even been looking at it. XRP, we can see XRP in there. Has a nice upward movement on the weekly as well. What else? What else is a stick out coin? Curve 32.9. You love to see it. We hold a lot of Curve. Owl goes up 35% itself, 88.26. XLM 76%, folks. Congrats to all my XLM holders. Let's keep on moving. Trump, he just posted about Jerome Powell resigning. He says, I'm encouraged by reports that Jerome Powell is considering resigning. I think this will be the right decision for America and the economy will boom. Question is he forcing the man out? In which I believe he should force him out. So let's pause for a second, because this is pretty crazy news, right? Trump posting about Powell resigning as Fed chair. Honestly, I can see this actually happening pretty soon. Perhaps even as early as Monday. And folks, if this does happen on Monday, you better buckle up, because this is the kind of event that can send the entire market straight to the freaking moon. Now, if you're not a financial nerd, you might be wondering, why does it even matter? Let me give you some real life examples so I can make this crystal clear so you can understand it like the rest of us understand it. First, imagine you're at the Super Bowl. The head referee walks off the field in the middle of the game. The entire stadium erupts. Nobody knows what's going to happen next, and the game gets thrown into chaos. That's exactly what happens when the head of the Federal Reserve steps down. The guy calling the shots in the U.S. economy just left the building. Number two, you have to remember, markets absolutely love certainty. They're like a flock of birds, steady until something startles them, and then boom, they scatter everywhere. But here's where crypto is different. When there's chaos and uncertainty, smart money starts sniffing around, looking for opportunities. And historically, that's when the big moves happen. Let's talk about timing. If this does come out on Monday, Speculation, of course, at this point, who even knows if the guy's leaving? But if he does decide, hey, I'm done, I had enough, and he leaves on Monday, this is like starting our week with a financial earthquake. Traders have all week to react. The news cycle goes into overdrive, and historically, some of the biggest market pumps start right at the beginning of the week. Here's the bottom line. If Powell really does step down, it's like someone pulling the keystone out of a dam. The floodgates open, money rushes into risk assets, and crypto gets the green light for a major run. So if you're here for the next big move, don't even think twice about blinking, because after this break, there's no coming back. This thing is just going to keep on going. Then we get this XRP, and another ETF is launching July 18th. This is ProShares ETF. I will make it 100% clear so you don't need to ask the question. This is a futures ETF. This is not spot. This is paper contracts. They do not need to buy XRP within this ETF. July 18th. When we already got a couple of these, they will not affect the price. What they do end up doing is giving these institutional players, they get to see, is there any interest in XRP and XRP having a actual spot ETF? They see that these futures can get eaten up. They see all the money coming into it. And then they're like, okay, people actually do care about XRP. That's all it is. It's that simple. eGrad Crypto put this out talking about Bitcoin dominance. I touched on this last night in a video I put out, super late night. So let's talk about the crypto market. Let's talk about what's happening. Let's jump into the XRP chart. After this, we were going to do some SBI and news coming out over there. We'll save that for the second video of the day. This is what you need to pay attention to. Bitcoin dominance, okay? Picture Bitcoin as the big kid on the playground during a game of dodgeball. As long as he's running the show, everyone else, we're talking about the altcoins here, they're just waiting for their shot. But here's the thing. The big kid, he's showing signs of getting tired. Of course he is. The chart is forming what's called a rising wedge. Let me blow this up for you so you can see it. And you can see this beautiful, beautiful rising wedge highlighted here right in the middle of the blue and the gray. What is a rising wedge? Well, in very, very simple terms, think of it like a mountain climber getting higher and higher while the ledge beneath him keeps getting skinnier and skinnier. Eventually, there's nowhere left to step. And that's when the drop happens. Now, in the crypto world, we measure how much power Bitcoin has using something called Bitcoin dominance. Right now, all eyes are on this number. If the dominance falls below the 21 EMA, which you can see that is that beautiful yellow line right here. So if dominance drops below that and we get around 63%, that's your first warning shot. But here's where we get really interesting. If we break below 62% on a weekly, that's it. Bitcoin dominance is down, free fall begins, money starts to rotate into altcoins, and that's when we start to see coins like XRP, HBAR, XLM go absolutely parabolic. So if that does happen, what does it mean for you? Well, I got two words for you. Mega alt season. A normal alt season is like a summer blockbuster movie. Everyone's excited, there's a lot of action, and you might walk away with some popcorn money. But a mega altcoin season? Woohoo! Man, that is like the Super Bowl halftime show, fireworks, spotlights, and even your grandma asking you, should I buy some of that XRP? You got that right, Granny. If Bitcoin dominance breaks all the way down to 48%, that's your cue to mega alt season is officially on, and that is when you're going to need to strap on in. And in the meantime, we're looking at the XRP chart. Let's break it down. What's exactly going on with XRP? If you're still on the sidelines, well, this is your freaking wake-up call. The signals we're seeing right now are screaming bullish momentum. And I'm about to show you why this is the moment you need to pay attention to. XRP is officially trading above all of the moving averages. You can see all the moving averages, red, orange, yellow, whatever color you want to call them. That's the estimate 20, 50, 100, and 200. That's your simple moving average. 20, 50, 100, 200. Anyone new to charts? Well, I got you. I got you covered, man. Imagine you play Mario Kart and you got all the speed boosts lined up in front of you. XRP isn't just keeping up with the race, it's leaving the competition in the dust. But it doesn't stop there because these moving averages, those are the EMAs, and they react even faster and are also being conquered one by one. XRP is literally surfing on top of all of these lines, which historically means the wind is at our backs. Now let's talk about the indicators. RSI bullish. We're at a 56 RSI. Let me scroll down this bad boy. You can see your RSI right down here. So the tank isn't even close to running on empty. When RSI gets up into like 80, 90 territory, that's when you need to hold on and strap in because this thing's coming back down. We're not even close. We got a lot of gas left for this road trip. The CCI, bullish, well above neutral. Momentum is building like a tidal wave. The ADX, trending higher. It's telling us that this isn't just a blip on a radar, but the start of a real trend. Momentum, positive. Direction bias, well, the chart's telling us you better take a freaking long. Let's be honest on it. We are seeing a kind of setup that legends talk about, but they talk about it after the fact. You know, the ones that I wish have gotten sooner moments. Price targets for now, let's pay attention and break out of that $3, the final boss, as we like to call them. Gotta get back above $3. We got slapped in the face at 298. We're gonna go at it again. How do we know if everything gets invalidated? Simple. We break back under 270. That's what you're going to pay attention to. We're in a very tight range. So if you're waiting for that perfect signal, you're missing the forest from the trees. Everything on this chart is saying one thing. XRP is gearing up for its next leg. The volume is picking up. Momentum is shifting. And the chart is flashing green lights everywhere you look. If you're not excited right now, you better have someone come check your pulse. Let me know in the comments. Are you in? Or are you going to watch history happen from the sidelines? Hit that like button if you're bullish. Subscribe for real-time updates and buckle up because this move could be one for the record books.